What's up, brand builders? Stephen Hurahan here at BrandMasterAcademy.com, and in this video you're going to learn what brand management is so you can learn and apply the principles for brand success and grow your reputation and your equity as you do it. Now, if you're new to the channel and you want to build brands that go beyond the logo and the visuals using strategy, psychology, and creative thinking, then you're in the right place. Hit that subscribe button and the notification bell. If you want to fast track your results, make sure you grab the Pro Brand Strategy Blueprint. It's a free download. The link is in the description. Now, to develop a brand from scratch takes many different skill sets, many moving parts. You have a brand strategist, you have a designer, you have a website, a UI, UX designer, you have a developer, you might have a copywriter. There are many different skill sets and many different roles involved in bringing that brand to life. And once that brand has been brought to life and it's ready to go to market, then it is handed over to a brand manager. And that brand manager's role is, you guessed it, brand management. So what is brand management? Well, it's essentially the process of managing the reputation and the equity of the brand. Now, this is done through both tangible and intangible elements, and I'll get to those in a second, but essentially the brand manager needs to make strategic decisions to ultimately influence the mind of the audience as to how they see the brand. So what are some of the advantages of brand management? Well, believe it or not, most businesses don't actually have brand management. They don't actively partake in managing their brand. Now, most businesses, of course, will have a visual brand. Some businesses will have a brand strategy, but very few actively manage their brand. But some of the advantages include enhanced reputation, enhanced brand awareness and recall, more leads, more sales, increased revenue, increased brand advocacy. And these are just a few advantages of actively managing your brand. So what are the principles of brand management? Well, I touched on this earlier. You have two main components here. You have your tangible elements that are directly influenced, and you have your intangible elements that are indirectly influenced. So let's take a look in a bit more detail. So tangible brand asset management refers to the management of the tangible assets of the brand. So anything that is client facing, any kind of experience or any kind of visuals, anything that the audience can experience directly that can influence how they will actually see the brand. So anything really from design to marketing that acts as part of a cohesive team to influence the mind of the audience as to how they're going to see and how they're going to experience the individual brand. So tangible assets include the brand name and the tagline, the logo and the logo variations and the color palette, the typography, the image style, the graphics, the iconography, the digital marketing assets, the digital marketing platforms and tactics that are used, the website user experience, any environmental design, any kind of packaging design. These are all direct experiences that the audience can have with the brand. And through those direct experiences, an image is built in their mind as to what that brand should mean. Now, how these elements are used by the brand manager to manage that brand is essentially where they earn their bread and butter. This is what the brand manager does. They strategically make decisions about how to use those assets, where to use those assets, when to use those assets to shape that image in the mind of the audience. So that is the role of the brand manager. And ultimately what they're aiming to do with these tangible assets is to influence the intangible elements. So the brand manager is ultimately trying to influence the intangible brand elements because these are essentially the metrics for brand success. The brand manager has all of the tangible brand assets at their disposal, and they can change and interchange those elements and make those strategic decisions directly, but they don't have direct influence over those success metrics, over those intangible brand elements. So these intangible elements include brand awareness, brand recall, brand loyalty, brand recognition and reputation, customer retention, customer lifetime value, leads, sales, and ultimately revenue. So what is the key to brand management success? Well, the answer to that is twofold. It is clarity of image and it is consistency of application. So the clarity of image refers to the brand manager having a clear image as to how the brand should be perceived in the mind of the audience, because it's only with that clear image can the brand manager make strategic decisions with the tangible assets that it has at its disposal. So it's really important that that clarity of image is crystal clear in the mind of the brand manager so that they can make those strategic decisions. Now, those strategic decisions should be made on a macro level, as in they're not changed very often. And then once those decisions have been set in place, then it's all about consistency. It's all about showing up consistently time and again to build that trust and applying that consistency right throughout the brand experience. Now, managing a brand is like steering a giant ship, because the decisions that a brand manager makes today through the tangible assets and the tangible elements might not be seen for months or even years to come in the intangible elements of the brand. So it's often difficult to really justify a spend on brand management, because today a lot of business owners are addicted to metrics. They're addicted to the metrics that they can get from digital marketing. And if they don't see those metrics, if they don't see those metrics on a week to week or a month to month basis that the brand is moving forward, then again, as I said, it's difficult for some business leaders to justify that spend. But those businesses and those brands who do take brand management seriously are watering and nurturing the brand reputation so that will pay dividends in the metrics for future years to come. If you want to learn more about what a brand manager actually does, then this video will help you out. If you want to learn how to build brand awareness, then this video will show you how. Until next time, brand like a master, and I'll see you in the next video.